Hare Krishna. How's everybody doing? Welcome so much to our New Year's Day program. My name is Godruma. We have a whole evening schedule lined up. We just had our first kirtan. We have our wonderful Brajasaki who's going to lead us into our second kirtan. And after that, we have a talk by our own Dayal. By the way, is anybody here for the first time? Oh, there's many. Welcome. So yeah, this is our spiritual home in the midst of Manhattan. So please come. There's a lot of events going on a weekly basis. So tonight, after the Dayal's talk, which is at 6, there are more kirtans, and we also have like puja stalls. By the way, if you're not familiar with our scheduled Krishna Daya, do we have those flyers that were meant to be given?
It's at the reception.
It's the reception. Okay, so we have flyers at the reception that give you a more detailed breakdown of the whole evening. So we have a offering stall at the back. So you'll be guided into the process of puja and offering. So there's the offering puja stall. There's like a book stall at the back. In the 5th floor, we have food stalls. And we also have
Face painting.
face painting. Thank you. I was trying to guess what you meant. So you also have face painting, and we have yoga stall, which is the 2nd floor, which will guide you through our yoga programming for the Bhakti Center. And without further delay, I'm going to hand it over to Brajasaki for the next year. Thank you for coming again. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Rajasaki. Wasn't that amazing? So we have restrooms at the back. We also have our puja stalls, which is an offering. If you like to make a personalized offering, you can stop by the stall at the back. And we have Krishna Daya, who's right there. He's our priest. So he'll guide you through the process of making this offering. We also have face painting at the back. So please see Champakalata, who leads at the back. We also have our free gifts at the back. So please make sure you stop by our gift stall at the back. And we also have food stall on the 5th floor, and we have a yoga stall on the 2nd floor. So lots going on this evening. And for our next segment, we have a talk by our wonderful Dayal Gauranga. Dayal Gauranga is our executive director for the Bhakti Center. He's the creative genius and the driving force behind all of the projects in the Bhakti Center. He's lived in ashrams both in the West Coast and East Coast for like a decade. And he lives with his wife in Brooklyn. He has a degree in psychology. So please join me in welcoming Dayal Gauranga.
Okay, thank you. Welcome. Many of you have already been here, been welcomed. Thank you for being here. My name is Dayal. And Happy New Year. If you didn't do it already, just turn to your neighbor and tell them Happy New Year. If you did already, do it again.
Happy New Year.
How's everybody doing so far this year? I'm here just for a short while. It's just a 20-minute little pep talk powwow before we go to RT 6:30 and then more kirtan. How's the year going so far? So far? Any big words for 2023 out there? You've got your word for 2023?
Lucky.
Lucky. Okay, sounds scary.
More prayers.
More prayers. Okay, that's 2 words, but you get a pass. Any other big words?
Embrace.
Embrace. Beautiful. Okay, that's beautiful. One more there, maybe in the middle somewhere.
Discipline.
Discipline. That's what my wife told me my word needs to be. She said it should be our word. We're gonna share that word. We're gonna share that word. Anybody got big plans for the next year? You don't have to share them, but anybody feel like they've got 2023 is their year? Been saying that ever since 2020. 2020 is my year. 2021 is their 2020, whatever. This decade's a wash. We have big plans, and sometimes does anybody ever feel excited when there's a new year and an opportunity to think about what's ahead? Anybody feel pressure? Anybody feel like, what's your plan for 23? Am I supposed to have one? What you got going on big in 2023? I don't know. It's Monday, and I'm gonna hope for the best. And what I wanted to share here was, one of the ways that here in the Bhakti Center, one of the things that I thought or was asked to do was kind of share some of the things that we have planned over the next year in the Bhakti Center and get a presentation like, this is where we're going, and this is some of the things we wanted to do. And I decided to skip that. But instead, I wanted to share something that I thought we can all take with us. And I was going to share a verse here that I found just today. I mean, I've known of this verse, and some of you may recognize it from the Srimad Bhagavatam, the Bhagavad Purana. Because the name of the game for me today, moving in this year, what I want to share with all of us is that it's not so much about what we accomplish, but how we go about accomplishing it. It's not so much what we do or plan to do or don't do, but how we go about it that actually makes the difference spiritually in our lives. The Bhakti Center is a spiritual organization our goal is to share spiritual values from the Bhakti Yoga tradition with New York City and beyond, and confess that you are God. And so this is a group of brothers. You got a sister? Any sisters with brothers? Listen, I have a brother and a sister. So this is a group of brothers. My dear sons of the King, I am very much pleased by the friendly relationships among you. Is that a parent? Is that a statement anyone's parent ever said to you and your brothers? I am very much pleased by the friendly relationships among you. Or is it more, why can't you get along with your brother? Leave your sister alone. I am very much pleased by the friendly relationships among you. There's a whole backstory here and a whole future story about, it's not so much relevant to this context that we can get into, we can tell the whole story. It's not necessarily story time. But this idea of this cooperation. All of you are engaged in one occupation, devotional service, meaning that all of you have the idea of a higher principle in mind. All of you have some sort of idea of a higher principle in mind. And the example of having a unified purpose, known as the Bhakti Center, so having a unified center. When I place myself in the center, I'm setting myself up for conflict. When I place myself in the center, I'm naturally setting myself up for conflict. Just like if I were to drop a stone into the water, it creates ripples. And somebody else drops a stone in a different place in the water, and it creates ripples. And those ripples run up against each other, and they clash and they create waves. But if we have a common center, everybody drops that stone in the same place. No matter how many stones you drop, there's a common center. Whether it's a big stone or a small stone, or you drop them frequently or infrequently, there's a synergy, there's a harmony. There's a harmony. All of you are engaged in one occupation, devotional service. There's a higher principle in mind. And so we all have various goals that we're trying to achieve in 2023, or what we think we're trying to go, what we're trying to achieve. But what's our higher principle that unites us? I am so pleased with your mutual friendship that I wish all good fortune. Now you may ask a benediction of me. That this is the pleasing factor. That this is the determining factor of what actually is going to bring about a sense of spiritual fulfillment and connection. That it's not about what we do, about how we go about doing it. So even for us here at the Bhakti Center, whether we are seasoned members that have been here for a decade or two plus, or maybe this is your first time and you're like, I thought this was going to be a yoga class. When is he going to get up and do a down dog? I'm wearing my spandex. I feel underdressed. Whether it's your first time here and you're just kind of trying to figure out what's going on and why is somebody over there talking while he's giving class and they're offering oranges, you know, there's a spiritual meaning behind all of that. But for us, wherever you are in the spectrum, that our purpose here in the Bhakti Center and our moving forward into the new year, you're part of this community. You walked in, welcome, sorry, you're part of the family. We're part of this community. Whatever we move forward to achieve in the new year, Bhakti Center means that we're trying to put Krishna in the center. We're trying to take myself out of the center and create a common center, or like the spokes of a wheel. We're connected, the spokes of a wheel are connected through that hub. You remove that hub, it's just a bunch of sticks on the ground. And so that hub of the wheel, or that common center of the pebble in the water, creates that mood of unity, which is actually our pleasing element. Because we know that ultimately, the individual spirit soul, Jivara Swarupa Krishna Nityadas, the dharma of the living being. This word dharma is used often. Dharma is the essential nature of something. That which you cannot remove or take away from something. That which makes you who you are. And the interesting thing in the early beginnings of the Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna is describing the nature of the soul, he describes that which is the realest part of you is that part that never ends. It's the part that's eternal. It's the part that doesn't change. I've been growing my hair out a little bit. If you know me for a little while, he said I was 10 years as a monk, and when I was several years out after a monk, I just kept shaving my head, and my wife's like, you look so good if you grew your hair out. I was like, of course you would say that. And I was like, but you fell in love with me when I had a shaved head. She's like, yeah, I fell more in love with you grew your hair out. I grow my hair out. So this is what it looks like. I get to quote her. He's over there on the side. She's gonna get it after class. Sometimes my hair my hair used to look like Jeff's. Now it looks like this. That's not me. Our hairs change. Our bodies change. Our bank accounts change. Our occupations change. Our relationship status changes. Our financial situation changes. If there was anything the last 3 years taught us, it's that everything changes. Everything changes. And so the thing that I think is me, it's not necessarily not true, it's just not real. Because it's not eternal. It's not true forever. It's true for a period of time. And so what is that real be? What is the real nature of you? The real nature of you is an eternal spiritual being whose nature is to find love through service. So that part of us that never goes away is the propensity, is the to give, to serve, to love, to experience love, and to receive love. That part never goes away in any phase of life. Whether you're single, or married, or divorced, or have kids, or don't have kids, or have lost your kids, or are rich, or poor, or you do physically fit, or you're not physically, whatever phase of life you go into, that need and propensity never goes away. And so for us, it's not so much a matter of that defining factor of the service nature of the soul. The question is, where do we give that? Right? Where do we direct that? And so for here, the Bhakti Center is a place where we realize we want a common center of directing that loving service propensity to a higher cause, to a higher purpose. And so when I think of 2023, I think of what is that higher plan for my life? Rather than thinking, you go out these vision boards, what do you want to accomplish for your life, and what are all the things that you want to do, right? What does God have in store for me? And how can I discover that? And how can I align myself with that? And how can I recognize that I am not the center stage of this whole drama, but I'm a supporting actor. I'm a supporting actress. I'm a supporter in this play that we're all supposed to do together. And when we community in that spirit, when we come together as a community in that spirit and ask the question, how can I serve? How can I give back? How can I align myself with a higher plan? Something beautiful and magical happens. That Supreme Person becomes pleased. That Supreme Person becomes pleased, and the impossible becomes possible. And everything that we thought was difficult to achieve in our life becomes possible. And it may or may not result in the fulfillment of all of my material aspirations. I say this often, and some people are inspired and some people feel crushed by this, but Bhakti is not a prosperity gospel. Where you practice spiritual life and all of your dreams, your material dreams are going to come true. They may or may not. You may get that job. You may get that promotion. I started chanting Hare Krishna and it really started working. How do you know? Because I got that promotion. Well, then as soon as you lose that, you lose your job, does that mean it goes away? We don't know where the tides of life are going to turn us. We don't know where the tides of life are going to turn us. But what we will find is a spiritual reward that lasts us throughout the changing tides of life. The Supreme Person said, "My dear sons of the King, I am very much pleased by the friendly relationships among you. All of you are engaged in one occupation, devotional service, and I am so pleased with your mutual friendship that I wish you all good fortune. Now you may ask a benediction of me." And that benediction is the thing that we can't achieve by achieving anything in the material world. Right? That benediction that nobody else can give you. If somebody's going to give you something, you're going to want to get from them the thing that nobody else, that only they can give you. That only they can give you. So we want the thing that only Krishna can give us, which is bhakti, which is love in the heart, which is devotion. And so I'll end here in just a couple minutes by also, I want to shift gears and relate to the Bhagavad Gita. And I want to just reference the first and the last verses of the Bhagavad Gita. The first verse of Bhagavad Gita. Anybody who wants to show off their spiritual skills know the first verse of the Bhagavad Gita? You don't have to recite the Sanskrit. Jeffrey.
when the sons of Panther were gathered on the field of food, etc., what should they do?
What did they do? So it's on he wants to know what did they do. Sounds like a New Year's Eve question, right? What are you gonna do next year? He wants to know what's gonna happen. Because he has a vested interest. My sons and the sons of my brother. For those who don't know the context of the Gita, that's totally okay. But the point is that he's asking a question about what's about to take place in the future. Because he has a vested interest in what's gonna happen. He wants to know what's gonna happen. He has a definition of success in his mind. He wants to achieve something, and he's curious about the outcome. Does anybody know the last verse of the Bhagavad Gita? The very last verse. Somebody other than Jeff. You're my backup if nobody gets it. Very last verse of Bhagavad Gita. Okay, I can tell you gonna come through for me?
Wherever there's the
Paraphrase it. I don't even know the word for word.
wherever there's Arjuna the archer, wherever there's Krishna the master of yoga, there's success, fortune, morality, perfection. This is my opinion.
That wherever Krishna is with you, there you'll find success. So at the beginning of the Bhagavad Gita, the blind king of Dhritarashtra is asking, success is defined by an outcome. I want to see a particular thing happen. And many of us fall into that trap when we begin a new year thinking, the year will be successful if. Anybody ever have that? Anybody fill in that statement for themselves? 2023 will be successful if. 2023 will be fulfilling if, and then you fill in the blank, and if not, you have this outcome attached to what things need to be. And all the way at the end of the Gita, Krishna is saying that whenever you bring spirit into your life, that's success. Whenever you bring Krishna into your life, you're successful. And so keeping that reminder with us internally, reminding each other of that is why we're here. We're here to remind each other of that. That's why we're here right now. That's why this center exists in New York. That's why we come together as a community. And so as we move into the new year, my homework for you, my task for you, my request is twofold. It's twofold. One is personal and one is relational. On the personal level, whatever we're trying to achieve, and I encourage you all to go big. Be you, do what you gotta do, achieve what you're gonna achieve, dream how you're gonna dream. But remind yourself, what is it that I'm actually striving for? And then if I forget who I am while chasing something outside of myself, what am I really doing? And even if I don't catch what I'm trying to chase outside myself, if I remember Krishna more deeply into my life, and I find myself in a deeper place of connection, I've achieved success. So remind yourself, as you're moving through, what it actually means to be successful. 2, is that I want you to take it upon yourself to remind each other. To remind each other of what's really important. You have goals. The Bhakti Center, we've got all kinds of goals, and we're excited to share, we're trying to do things. But how we go about achieving it, and how we go about supporting each other, checking in on each other, making sure we're making the effort to remind each other of what's important, makes all the difference. So thank you all again so much for being here. Thank you for coming together to remind me and be reminded for myself. And that's my time. I don't know if I'm supposed to ask for questions or if we end here. Does anybody have a question? Or share a thought or a realization or a reflection? You got nothing. Good your front.
I like the point you made about thinking of what God has in store for all of us and how I can align myself to that. That was a good sort of thought-provoking point for me.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, please. What's your name?
Krishna,
Krishna.
how do we keep ourselves in check when we kind of feel lost or?
How do we keep ourselves in check when we feel lost?
Yeah.
It's a very good question. Very broad question. part of me wants to just like have a chat after this class and talk about what's going on. But I think that there's a couple of things. One, I think just knowing when you're lost is powerful. Knowing when you're lost is powerful. And you think about it even in terms of like directions. I mean, now people nobody gets lost anymore these days because everyone's got a phone or whatever. If you've ever traveled internationally, you don't have your phone and there's no internet and you don't know where you are. But like, it's one thing to be lost, it's one thing to get lost confidently. Like, I know where I'm going and you actually don't. You know, and you just end up way off the map. And so one, I think that we need to, is the relationship we have with ourselves along the way of beating ourselves up or appreciating the fact that I'm catching myself more frequently. And so I think that nobody's lost forever. And we just kind of go wayward sometimes. And so I think appreciating yourself, just asking that question is beautiful. Learning to check ourselves and then understanding, you know, it's also really, really important to have, you can also ask people to help you out. You can ask people in your life, like, hey, like, this is something I'm aiming for. Check in on me. Let me know when it seems like I'm off the mark, you know. And so have regular times to just check in with yourself, and have regular times that people in your life that you can reach out and have check in with me, and have a clear understanding of what it means for you to be lost and what it means for you to be on track. That's a short answer. Or maybe I don't know what that was. Anything else? Yes.
I actually have a comment that
Please.
goes towards answering your question, which is that having conviction in your sense of duty and your sense of responsibilities eventually leads one to the right answers. Like, there's a lot to unpack there, but that's the gist of it.
Yeah, thank you. Beautiful, yeah. I like the idea that our sincerity oftentimes is our home tracking device, and it leads us in the right direction, as long as we're willing to be corrected. And self-correct sometimes, not like, I'm gonna correct you, but like willing to make a decision, being okay to make mistakes, and not let them define us, and just allow them to. I always try to remind myself that the only difference between a mistake and a lesson is my ego. You know, I mean, the only difference between failure and a lesson is my ego. The only difference between a failure and a lesson is my ego. And so I have the opportunity to consider myself a failure, or just realize like, oh, this is just something I'm learning. Okay. I think that is our time. Thank you again so much. We will have more kirtan. We're going to have Bharati and kirtan. Correct? And then at 7 o'clock, we'll have Prashad. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, wasn't that nice? Please join me in giving a round of applause to So we have like an offering stall right there. So it's going to be on a rolling basis. We'll be guided through the process of making an offering. So please stop by, and Krishnadaya right here, he's our in-house priest. He'll guide you through the process of making a personalized offering. We also have face painting at the back. We have kids stall in the 5th floor, food stalls, there's a yoga stall. In the 2nd floor, there's a lot of events. In case you feel you want to hear this presentation one more time, it's being live streamed. You can go to our Bhakti Center channel and then listen to it again. The whole evening is being recorded. And now we're going to have one more kirtan, and at 7 we'll conclude our. So make sure you grab your free gift at the back before you head out. So now we have a wonderful kirtan by Mayuri. Thank you.
Shri Radha Murlidhar ki, Shri Gaura Chandra ki, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Nitai Gaura Premanande. Everybody lift your heart. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Hare
Thank you so much, Mayuri. That was beautiful. So, unfortunately, this concludes our evening's program. But we have more kirtans going on. So, and also we have Prashanam at 5th floor. So make sure you grab some dinner before you head out. We also have our gift stall. And for more information about our programming, you can go to our website, bhakticenter.org, and you'll be updated on all the events that are going on. So thank you again for coming and see you guys soon. Thank you.
Family okay?
Other family is not in the city where. Enjoying the break.
Thank you for all of that. Have a wonderful year.
Thank you so much.